Here we are on beautiful Jones Street.
You saw Ted Jones.
We're rolling?
Dr. Josh Mandl, how are you, buddy?
Oh, please, Dr. Josh Mandl's my father.
Actually?
Well, he's a doctor, but his name's not Josh.
You just moved from
Great to see you, too.
Boston,
Mass.
to New York.
617.
When was this? Oh, that's the area code?
Yeah, it's the area code. My phone number, 277-2474, if you want to hit me up.
When did you move to New York?
August, but I've been on the road a lot. I was preparing for this Don't Tell taping.
Okay.
So it's pretty much, now I feel like, okay, now I live in New York.
What part of Massachusetts did you grow up in? In Boston?
Brookline. They call it Brookline.
Brookline is very Jewish.
It's very Jewish, yes.
Okay, nice. And you had your whole childhood experience there. Did you go to college there too?
Yeah, I went to BU for a couple of years.
BU, okay.
Had my AirPods in the whole time. Didn't really pick up too much information.
And then you transferred? What's up, though? And you transferred?
No, I dropped out. I was like, oh, this is...
I'm sure your doctor father was happy
furious.
About it. But
I had to chase him.
Well.
You ever seen the Pink Panther?
Steve Martin?
Where he's always, like how the Pink Panther, you always just see the back of him, like leaving.
Yeah.
So it was like my dad, like I had to chase my dad through the house and I could only ever see the back of him walking through a door. Wait, Dad, I'm dropping out.
Wait, but getting into BU, you must have had good grades in school unless you were an athlete.
Well, this is what happened. Well, definitely not an athlete. And here's what happened. My mom found this program for kind of tards at BU.
Oh, bro, I think I was supposed to go to that program.
CGS. Yes.
That's exactly
for the,
I was supposed to
you know
go
what I'm
into
saying?
that.
For the brain damage.
Sure.
And stuff. So I was
Wait. What was that stand for again?
College of General Studies.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dude, that shit was wild.
That. So I almost went to that part, but I ended up going to UConn. So I played tennis at UConn.
Oh, nice.
And it was between BU and UConn, and then like my dad knew somebody.
Did you get a lot
in
of
the
pussy as a
program.
tennis player?
No.
Really?
I mean, bro, no. Because
I would
there
be
was the
leveraging
basketball, the football, soccer, baseball, and then even maybe golf was before tennis.
Oh, so you're like sixth.
If that.
So you're
and then
just,
women's rowing. there was a lot of teams that were
the only
for
girls
most
that just
part
look like girls that could never play tennis.
Yeah, women's lacrosse, women's soccer.
Yeah.
But no, the tennis for the most part, there wasn't not a lot of leverage to be had because the reason that the tennis team was there, the reason that the tennis team was there was because of the other sports bringing in money. It's kind of like the tennis team, for us to travel, we weren't ever making the school money, as you can imagine. But BU tennis and UConn tennis
you were like a
similar.
non-profit team.
Yeah, we were kind of similar in like levels. Like UConn tennis would beat BU my freshman year, and then sophomore year we lost, and then back and forth. But I want to go back to BU. Why did you drop out of college?
So here's what happened. So day one of school, I'm telling my parents I shouldn't be here. Voice crack. You heard that? So keep that in.
We got a busy basement today. Usually it's not this busy.
It's
but
good.
we
It's
gotta appreciate
ASMR.
People are working.
The sound of trash being taken out is relaxing.
And they might not even be able to hear it because we're so close.
Yeah, they probably can't
anyway,
even hear.
Continue.
So,
I keep interrupting.
The whole time I'm saying I should drop out. Every few months, it's a huge thing.
How did you do in high school, though, first to start?
So high school, I got decent grades because I was an extra credit hound. I would never do well on tests, never study, but I was an expert at, that's worth double points. Go to watch the movie kind of shit.
You were likable.
I was, always, you know what I mean? And because I have Crohn's, I had this thing called a 504 in high school. So it's a government law that if you have a disability, like they have to accommodate you. So I would hand in things months late and just be like, dude, my stomach was hurting. My stomach hurt.
You ever try and go vegan?
Vegan? I've tried it all.
A vegan?
I'm on now I'm feeling good. I'm on the meat. Pause. Shit is lit. Bacon, pork.
Carnivore diet? And that's making you feel good?
But no, not carnivore, also carbs. Low sugar.
That's what the trick was?
There's no trick. You know what the trick was? Hyperbaric oxygen. That's a whole nother story.
Oh, you have a chamber?
No, I went to the chamber of secrets.
That's hard.
So, point being,
Potter.
So school, I made it by, high school, whatever. College, past.
Oh, maybe you also got into college because you had Crohn's. Is that messed up?
No, I didn't mention it because they were like, my dad was like, don't mention it. They won't want you in because they're going to know you're going to be pulling shit.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So, yeah, as soon as they're like, this kid's going to be a problem. Because then if my high school had known how hard I was going to abuse my thing, they would have said no.
Your high school?
Like the 504, every day I would miss class. I wouldn't have graduated if I didn't have it because I would skip class. I was getting high, whatever. College, I passed freshman year, first semester freshman year. I didn't write a single paper, and I didn't take a single test. I had like a pyramid scheme of cheating going on. My mom was in on it. My mom was helping me hire like people out of the Philippines to write my papers for me. It was like a whole.
It's like before ChatGPT.
It was before
That's
ChatGPT.
like the real ChatGPT.
Yeah, no, yeah. Filipinos are the OG ChatGPT. ChatGPT is taking Filipino jobs, dude.
Yeah.
So then it comes to a point. So then ChatGPT comes out. So I'm like, fuck, I don't need these people anymore. So I submit a paper through ChatGPT, but I didn't read it before it got submitted. I didn't know ChatGPT only updated to a certain time and time. You know what I'm saying? So I had to hand in a movie review about a movie with Adam Sandler. Okay? In the movie review, it said that it described Adam Sandler as a Mexican woman. I didn't read the review. I handed in, and then my teacher hit me up about it.
Wait, but for the whole time, so it was saying like Adam Sandler, good Jewish guy, this blah 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 blah, and then eventually it just switched to him being a Mexican woman.
It just made up the plot of the movie, but the movie existed. But
What movie
ChatGPT
was
didn't.
it?
It was called "You're So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah." He played a Jewish man in the movie. It's like this is a story about like a Mexican family and his struggles, like immigrate. It just made up the whole thing. So then my teacher, okay. So then here's what happened. So my teachers like come in. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go lie to this guy. This is a high pressure situation. I'm gonna take a Xanax. So I'm gonna go in smooth. You know what I'm saying? That's like the lying drug. So I go in on the Xan. I'm like, dude. And then he has me so down, I don't even lie. I apologize. Hit him with a great apology. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Never happen again. I appreciate your class. You've been such a support. Then class starts right after that. I go to class. You ever taken Xanax?
Yeah.
You know how it fucking knocks you out?
Yes.
Dude, fall asleep in the front row of this guy's class.
Oh my God.
Snoring. Someone woke me up. I was like, back to sleep.
Yeah.
And then that night I just dropped out. Oh, you know what happened? I was deciding if I should drop out, went to my next class, couldn't find parking, and I just dropped out. I was like, if I can't find a parking spot, I'm not going to college. And now I just do comedy mainly.
Damn, dude, that's quite the journey. Because I imagine that at some point we all kind of feel like that. But I feel like the reason I probably didn't is because, I played tennis for 2 years, and then eventually I was just getting so much pressure from my parents to graduate, and they were like, if you need to stay an extra semester, you're paying for it. And that freaked me out, which was ultimately capped. There's no way my parents would have made me pay for it.
No, never.
I think that they probably, would have shelled out the extra $10,000.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I do think that, when did you graduate?
High school?
No, college.
Oh, when I dropped out.
Excuse me. When did you drop out of college? 2023,
2023, I think.
Yeah. So I think that there's a lot less pressure from parents now to send their kids to school because people are seeing that you could be so successful without going to college.
Oh, yeah.
or
No,
even
it was a
dropping
huge
out.
problem. It was an enormous issue. My grandfather had recently tried to kill himself. He was the one that talked my dad into it. He had the air of a guy
Into what?
Huh?
Into what?
To letting me drop out.
Oh, okay.
Because he seemed like he was smarter because he just seemed like he got this kind of second lease on life. Now, he still wants to kill himself. He has Parkinson's and can't do it.
Oh my God.
But he got on the phone with my dad. He's telling my dad, yo, Josh should go after his dreams, all that stuff. Then my dad never specifically said you could drop out. He kind of just, my dad uses my mom as a middleman. So he delegated to her to be like, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? And then I dropped out, and then I slept past 4 p.m. every day that week. And just the look on my dad's face, he'd be like, oh, this guy just made a huge mistake. But now he's very supportive. He's all in.
You know what? You also have so much more time when you drop out of college to like figure it out theoretically. Instead of wasting an extra 2 years being like, oh, I'm gonna be in the College of General Studies and studying all these different things that you're never gonna pursue.
BU's a great school, but I'm in CGS. I'm networking with brain dead retards. I mean, these people have nothing. They're idiots. They're just me from every high. It's like every high school in America sent their Josh.
Sure.
I don't need to meet other me's. I need to meet people who are capable of getting things done, an accomplishment.
When did you first started comedy in Boston?
Started comedy in Boston for 2 weeks. Pandemic hit. I did it on Zoom for like a year. For the whole pandemic, I was on Zoom.
Hilarious. I don't think I ever did comedy on Zoom, but that must have been quite the experience.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was honestly sick, dude. Boxers, parents' house, bong, whole time. Just like, it was sick. And I made some really cool buddies. One of my fattest, most Dominican friends is from Zoom.
Really?
And one of my tallest, most Chinese friends is from Zoom.
How Jewish are you?
That's tough. I would say, well, how do you classify?
I mean, I had a bar mitzvah. I go to temple for Yom Kippur and then Rosh Hashanah. But besides that, and I do Passover. So I would say I'm like reform / potentially conservative. Jewish.
I would say I'm losing altitude.
Yeah.
But here's the deal. This is, in my mind, Jewish. I'm more of like a Larry David kind of Jew, where it's like I'm clearly Jewish, but I don't really do because I have so many. I kind of have a beef going with God. So, you know what I'm saying? He keeps fucking my life up. So I don't follow all of his rules. I kind of have this whole good cop, bad cop thing going.
How's your Crohn's been recently, though?
It's been good recently.
And what's like the general definition of it?
So Crohn basically makes you shit all the time. That's the general thing. But now I'm much better. But I mean, I was putting up like legendary numbers back in the day.
Like what? How many times a day did you drop a deuce?
I mean, there was days 20 shits in a day.
Was anything coming out?
Oh yeah, just like a little bit, you'll be done, and then like a second later, you're like, no, not again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, but I made it through all of South Park in like a month because I was just shitting so much.
There's like 30 seasons.
Yeah, I watched it all in like 6 weeks. It was awesome. When did you start comedy?
I'd say probably like 5.5, 6 years ago.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, like I do open mics here and there, but I never was consistent about it. I'd say consistently probably 5 years.
Oh, nice. And now you're fucking locked in. That's
now
awesome.
I'm locked in, bro.
Yeah, I'm Jewish to the point where I complain. I feel like you have to have like 2 of 3 things.
Yeah.
Like it's like complaining, health issues, and and like going to services and stuff. So I'm already have the 2.
Yeah.
My cousins, they found a loophole and they moved to Israel, so they don't have to do anything. Because they're kind of, you know what I'm saying, at ground zero. They're you know.
Would you say that if you saw me would you say that I'm
Never
Jewish?
would I assume that you were Jewish.
Really?
Oh, no. Are you kidding me? I would say in 6 years, if I saw you in the street, I'd turn around and go hide.
Right. You think I'm on the other team?
Yeah.
Well,
and that's a compliment.
I have good Judar.
Oh, you can tell a Jew.
Yeah, all the time. And then I'll be on the street. They'll be like, Shabbat Shalom. People are like, how did you know we were Jewish? Right there. That's how I knew
you were picking up a quarter.
Yeah. Well, and then I'll do my Torah portion just so people are like comfortable.
Holy shit. Yeah.
That's what I have to do. Because I'll say that and people are like sketched out.
They're like, whoa. Because you don't want a non-Jew going up. What are you, Jewish?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Right.
Because you have NJ vibes.
Sure.
Let me ask you this. Are you... Oh, wait. I had an amazing question. You have good Judar...
And then you said NJ vibes.
Non-Jew vibes. There was something about... I lost it.
No. Come on. Go ahead. We got time.
Do people... Well, what even was it? Oh, yeah. Do you ever hear some behind-the-scenes Jew hate shit because people think you're not a Jew? Because people don't tell me it.
Interesting. That's a great question.
You know what I'm saying?
Very rarely.
Now, I'm 1/16 black.
That's an interesting
So I'll hear
question.
some shit like
Sure.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
You give off like a street Jew vibe.
Yeah.
But like you can hang with anyone.
I'm not actually black, but I'm light often enough to be 1/16.
Right. Like I can freestyle.
Right, yeah, I can freestyle.
You can freestyle rap?
Yeah, if we had a beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But I can't do it without a beat.
Oh, I could do acapella.
Oh, really?
There was a rap event here on Sunday night.
No.
And they had all these rappers here doing ciphers down here, and I hosted the event, and I spit a few freestyles.
No.
I had my rapper outfit out. You know what's different, though? In comedy, you're supposed to hold the mic kind of differently, and when you rap, freestyle, you hold it up here.
For really homophobic guys, they put that thing almost, right.
Well, actually, you know what? They do kind of cover the mic, though. So
they cover
less
it. Right.
Less.
It's like
gay. Yeah, it's
dude.
like, nah, I ain't putting that.
I almost got raped at the YMCA yesterday.
For real?
Oh, yeah. Asian guy.
At the YMCA?
Yeah.
Which YMCA? Actually, you don't have to. We don't want people to go and see.
Right. I'm not obviously going to say that. Bed-Stuy YMCA. Dude, I'm in the shower, right? Curtains. Now, I said yesterday, that was for your effect. It was actually a week and a half ago.
Sure.
Okay, I'm in the shower.
On stage.
Right, exactly.
Yesterday.
Everything's yesterday for stand-up. But this is real. I'm in the shower, right? Showers, the curtains, like, it doesn't close all the way, so this much, right? There's an Asian guy standing probably where that door is, maybe 10 feet away. I'm standing there. I see this guy looking at me. Now, he's at the place where you'd be checking which shower's open. But in my mind, I'm going, this guy's cock-watching for sure.
Yeah.
He's cock-watching me. But he's just standing there, so I'm like, whatever. I go lather, I turn around. By the time I turn back around, his hand's right here.
On you?
He's like a quarter of an inch away from my dick. I start yelling, blah, blah, blah. He runs into another shower. I'm like, dude, Can you believe that even in rape, Asians still just try and give you a happy ending?
Oh my gosh, they're
He
givers.
gave me a rub and tug.
They're givers.
They're givers.
Whoa. Why were you showering there?
Because I swim. I like to swim.
Oh, you're a swimmer. My
Yeah.
dad was captain of the NYU swim team.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have that genetic lineage.
Okay, but you like to swim.
Yeah, I love to swim.
That's dope.
It's amazing.
That's so unique. I feel like a lot of people don't really. Actually, I mean, you probably know people that like to swim because that's where they're. You don't really just have the opportunity unless you're at a YMCA though to swim in a city like Boston or New York. You know.
Yeah, New York. Yeah. No, swimming. I don't know that many people like to swim. I'll get my friends in for like 2 swims. I'm like, this is great, but it never becomes part of their routine.
Yeah.
You know,
It's tough to make it part of your routine.
It's hard to get people. I know. Believe me. Yeah. I can't barely even swim in New York because it's so inconvenient.
Yeah.
But in
it's
Boston,
not
I was every day.
Yeah, sure. If you go to the the sports club in Boston or something like that.
Yeah,
Boston
there's
Sports Club.
the Brookline has a good pool.
Okay.
BSC, BU had a great pool. That was mainly the reason I stayed enrolled. The first time I told my dad I want to drop out, we were at the pool.
You're not gonna be able to swim anymore.
He's like, first of all, this is a great pool, and then he hits me with this. He goes, and also, Josh, it's about to be the fall, which means there's going to be a whole new class of freshman girls coming in.
That's hilarious.
I literally, I was like, Dad, I want to drop out. He's like, or just try and fuck an 18-year-old.
Yeah. That's always my mindset. But hello. What's up?
What's up? Mind the wrong thing.
I think so.
Probably, yeah.
What are you here for?
Open mic.
Open mic upstairs.
Okay.
I'm Ted. This is Josh.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, great to meet
Good to see
you.
you. Hey, good luck up there. We're counting on you. Wait, what's your name?
I'm Allie.
Allie?
Are you new to stand-up?
I am.
What got you into it?
Honestly, when I was 14, they made us do it
Oh,
in
no.
school.
Oh, thank God. I thought she was about to say something about gymnastics and Larry Nasser or something. I was like, oh boy.
All right, well, good luck. We'll see ya. That was really funny.
That was
when I was 14. You go, oh boy.
You really started to get worried there for a second. And go, I don't know if this
Because
is...
she said honestly.
Yeah, honestly,
She said
so a girl,
honestly.
by the way, you guys didn't see her because she's on her
cute.
camera.
She was cute.
Very attractive.
Yeah, she's cute.
If she didn't do stand-up, we would both be trying to have sex with her right now. You're locked in.
This is almost episode 500. By the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
So we've been doing this for 6 years. in August,
Congratulations,
bro.
man. That's awesome.
6th annual Ted Jones World Vegan Hot Dog Eating Contest, Friday, July 4th, 2 p.m. We have 3 slots left to compete.
Oh, you
DM
vegged up.
me at Ted Jones World on Instagram if you'd like to compete. I am a vegan.
Wow.
That's why I asked if you've gone vegan.
So what do you
That'll
eat? A lot of
probably help
tofu?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm not a foodie at all, so I'll just eat whatever's vegan. You know, I'll just do chickpeas, beans, rice, avocado, whatever.
Yeah, there's plenty of shit. There's
Nuts.
plenty of food. I think I would like to be vegan. If I could eat more food, ethically, I think it'd be nice for the animals. I feel very
What do
bad
you
for
mean
these
eat more
animals.
food? You don't eat more
I have all
food?
this fucking bullshit, but you know what I mean with the... So, yeah, I think it's nice for animals. Is that why you do it?
Yeah, that's a good part of it, but I think it's health the most part.
Oh, really?
I feel better. I never feel like I have to be rolled out of a restaurant. You know,
Right.
like when you eat too much.
Oh, yeah.
Or yeah, I'm sure you
course.
feel like that. But
That's how I feel after 3 grapes.
Yeah, so I never feel like overly full. I always feel like satiated for the most
That's
part.
good.
You know.
Yeah. I'm insatiable.
Sure.
No, I feel like it's good. I meditate. That's what I say. That's
Did you do this room yet? Did you do this
Yeah,
downstairs
yeah, I did
room?
this on-
You did the midnight.
Saturday midnight, I think.
Saturday
yeah, it was
midnight.
awesome.
Yeah.
This room is great.
Yeah, it's
what
really
a
good.
fucking
I mean,
awesome
it's like
spot.
I talk about this on the pod all the time down here, but it's like 2 different clubs. You know, like upstairs and
I know,
downstairs.
yeah,
Like,
it
the
really
rooms
is.
Really don't. It's like the same audience, but it's
It's
different.
Yeah, it's such good vibes. Yeah, Luca ruined my night that night.
Oh yeah, you were saying that. What happened?
So we leave with there's 3 chicks in the audience, very nice girls. They leave with us. I'm like, nice. Oh my god.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
I think I'm about to hook up with one of these lovely women.
Yeah.
And then Luca's like, hey, I'm going to meet, I got a girl at the bar across the street, whatever. So we walk across the street. We're going like around the corner. This girl that Luca's with is so hot. She's like unbelievably attractive. And then I just went home. Just in comparison, it was like contrast to, it ruined the girls. I thought the girls I were with were attractive. I saw
Yeah.
Luca's girls. I was like,
Well,
I
bro,
can't-
you can't be looking at other people's. What do they say? You can't be looking at other people's yards. You can't be looking in other people's yards, bro.
What is that, a football expression?
No, I think it's more like a suburb. You can't
like front
garden.
yards.
You can't look at their garden. You
But
have to
no,
walk
no.
in on your garden. Build yours.
No, I know, but the thing in my garden, it's like what I thought were flowers were just all weeds destroying the.
Oh, okay.
It was just destroying the integrity of my whole thing. It was horror. It was honestly traumatic because I was having a great night.
Yeah.
Like nothing changed.
Sure.
Just one extra person showed up. You could ask them. I just went home. I didn't even go inside the bar. I go, this is horrible. It was really.
It happens, bro.
No, it happens.
It happens. All right, let's switch gears here, bro. Is there anything in particular that you wanted to talk about coming on this pod? You've given me a lot of interesting stuff. You've given us a lot of interesting things to talk about and think about.
I came in with an open mind, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get to know you. Where are you from?
I was born in New Jersey, and then
What part of
6 weeks
Jersey?
later, I moved to Manhattan. I was born in New Brunswick.
Oh, nice. And where in Manhattan?
I grew up on Greenwich Avenue, and then I moved to 18th Street and 2nd Avenue.
That's sick.
Pretty New York. And then I went to college at Connecticut, and now I'm back, bro.
So you've been just East Coast rocking it out the whole time. I feel like you have like
Yeah,
LA
for the
kind of
most
thing
part.
going too.
Sometimes people say that.
That's a compliment.
Yeah,
I
New
think it's good.
York.
I like LA.
I think so. I think so. But for the most part, it's just been.
No one's ever asked me, hey, are you from LA? And that's never happened.
Well, what do people usually ask you where you're from?
They more kind of go, they don't even ask where I'm from. It's like,
Wait, what are you?
That's a rung above. Like, that's like, where are you from? I mean, they kind of go, what's going on here?
Right.
It's more like, what is happening? That's what I get. It's it's a step below where you're from.
Okay.
It's why?
But I first found out about you through Olga, who has been on the pod many times, who I do
Shout out
Jewish
Olga.
lady sketches with. And then you're going to hopefully do a sketch with us.
Yes,
It'll
I'm
be
in
fun.
for the newlyweds.
Newlyweds.
Yeah,
I think we'll do that.
I'm 100% down.
Are you an only child?
No, I get that too. See, that's what I mean. That goes in the category of like, what's happening here? Because it's like only child vibe, but I have a brother.
And your brother's older? Or
He's
younger?
older, yeah. But like are you an only child? It's like, what? It's like, oh, there's something off.
He still lives in Boston or what?
And no one ever asked him if he's an only child. He's in Austin right now.
Okay.
He was in New York. He's doing like a month out there.
Just a month?
He's doing like a month in an Airbnb with his friend. It makes no sense.
Have you ever been down to visit him in Austin? Or I guess it's...
No, he just went 2 days ago, but I was in, yeah. Austin's great. It's cool. You been to Austin?
Not yet, no.
Kind of icky. It's all right.
I mean, during the summer, I just hear only bad things about the weather. You ever been to Miami?
Oh, yeah. Love
Yeah?
Miami.
Miami's
Oh,
nice.
yeah. It's great. You've ever been to 11?
Yeah. For my... one of my buddies in comedy actually he got married and had his bachelor party there. You have any girlfriends?
Yeah, I've had a few.
Yeah?
Just nightmare experiences. First one was
Really?
great. Second one, nightmare experience.
Sure.
You know, I actually blocked her. I read Gone Girl. You ever read Gone Girl or seen the movie?
Maybe I didn't know. Oh, I saw the movie with
Yeah.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah. Remember the plot of that?
Scary, kind of.
I watched
It was
that.
a while ago. Sigmund Pew. Or whatever.
Made me miss her. Unblocked her, called her.
She like faked.
That's how
her-
crazy she
Wait,
is.
what happened? She like
In
kidnapped?
in the movie?
Yeah.
She fakes her own death.
Yeah.
Fakes a rape and uses it all as blackmail.
Yeah.
The girl I dated, that really made me miss her. I go,
None of that happened though. I imagine it was just like
no,
she
but
was
it's just like, oh, that
weird
is, these are all
character.
like her, like all the little quirks that character had
Sure.
are just, I was like, oh yeah.
yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I've had, how about you? Are you in love?
I was seeing a girl for like 6 weeks, and it was the longest relationship I've had, like situationship I've had in like 4 or 5 years, bro.
Wow.
Dude, I've
What,
been
was the
trying to
last
be
one
so
brutal?
locked in. No, the last one before that was like, so I had jaw surgery. If you can see this thing on my neck for like 6 months, I literally could barely. That was when I went vegan. I could barely speak. It was tough for me to
like Kanye.
communicate. Yeah, sure. Except I love the Jews.
Right.
Right? You know what I mean? What's up, dude? Yeah, so I had jaw surgery, and then I dated her for a year. And then besides that,
Do
that
you
was
think the
really
surgery
like the
kept
last
you in
thing.
the relationship? Because you're like, I can't.
No, dude. It was like a week after I had that surgery. I was like, I can't really communicate. And then I started doing comedy full time. I stopped working at my dad's company. I went vegan. So it was mostly like a life-changing experience. And then for like 4.5, 5 years, I really locked in on doing the podcast, trying to, and then the pandemic hit, and then I was doing more improv at UCB. If you've
I'm
ever
doing
heard of
that
that.
too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I love that.
It's sick. It's dope. And then started trying to dip my toes in more stand-up. So it was more just like a life-changing experience.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel like at a certain point you should just get a girlfriend just to like reset on being a normal human? Because sometimes I feel like that.
Kinda.
Sometimes I feel like, dude, like I've been single so
Kinda.
long I started to consider the word boyfriend a slur.
Yeah, but bro, you've been single for what? 18 months? 2
Since
years?
I would say 2022. Yeah, probably
So, like,
2.5 years.
Well, I do think that especially in like what we're trying to do, stand up, and every month is different. You know, don't you feel like every month you're kind of going like this?
Oh yeah, everything is changing all the time.
So like you're the person for you potentially would change every 3 months. So, bro, I'm locked in right now, dude.
You're locked in.
If something fits, it fits. Right now, might not fit.
I think it's all about going on the road, getting a girl that loves you in another city.
You think?
Yeah. Because then you get, I think, you ever seen Harry Potter?
Yeah.
You know the Deathly Hallows?
No. Did you read all of them?
Oh, yeah. I read the audiobooks every like 2 months.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. It's
You
like
read
really,
the audiobooks?
yeah,
You listen to the audiobooks?
I call it reading because I'm getting laughed at, but I call it reading because
It counts.
otherwise I don't read. But yeah,
No, it
I go
counts.
through the audiobooks all the time. I love
Why?
It's so good. The narrator's so good. It's just
Is
you're
it the
looking at
same
me. Ted's
person
looking at
for-
me weirder
Wait,
than.
but
By the
is
way,
it-
y'all have heard everything I've said. This
Yeah.
is the weirdest look I've gotten yet.
Is it all? Is it the same for like all 8 books? And how many? There were 8 books.
7 books.
7 books. It's the same guy for all.
Yeah, he's such a good job,
Dope.
and it just you just keep being like, oh, these books are. It's one of the few books that really gets me that far into it.
The only book I really read that I kind of remember, and I don't even remember it anymore, is Frindle. You ever read that book?
No.
You ever hear about it?
No,
Some kid was just like, "Oh, we're gonna make up a word," and then he made up this word for a pen, and he called it Frindle. I thought that
Oh!
was cute.
yeah. What was it like? That was like a fourth grade kind of.
Summer reading book in 6th grade.
Frindle. Yeah, that was it.
OG friend.
We got one of the servers down here talking about Frindle. No, it's all good, dude. We
No,
got
you're
it. It's
good,
okay.
man.
We're good. But yeah, that's what it was. Frindle. That was like one of the.
Yeah,
only
I remember
books.
that
don't-
one like vaguely.
My reading comprehension was never good.
The audiobooks is lit,
Yeah.
but well,
That's
so how we
probably
get here-
before my time.
So point being, in Harry Potter, long story short,
Yeah.
I think you should have like 2 or 3 girls that kind of add up to 90% of a girlfriend.
Harry Potter. How does that relate?
There's like in Harry Potter, there's these 3 things where if you have them all, like you're like invincible kind of. It's like
Sure.
I don't have one. I don't want to have a girlfriend. I want to
Yeah.
have I want to have
A couple.
30% of a girlfriend and 3 different girls, and then the 10% just of the void.
That's why
loneliness.
dating apps probably could be good for you. Because if you match with a girl, you're like, oh, I'm 30% of the way there.
Yeah, I'm off I don't do the apps.
Did you ever do them?
Briefly, I just get too addicted to my phone.
I just don't want to do, dude. And honestly, anytime I'm on them, I'm like, oh, this sucks. I don't like
It's
it.
just the thought. It's like I don't need to. It's like sports gambling for pussy. It's just the amount of time, extra hours a week I'm going to spend on my phone if there's a chance that.
Sure.
So, you know. So yeah, pretty much just all in person. Just like try and.
I'm sure you'll meet a nice Jewish woman. Is that necessary for you?
No, not at all.
No?
No, I think Italian would be nice because it's like close enough.
Right.
But it's like
You don't want Jewish kids then?
No, I'm gonna raise them Jewish. Oh, they'll be Jewish if they're around me enough. You know what I mean? It's like they'll get it.
But I mean, like traditional, if their mother has to be Jewish.
I think but dude, we're Jews. Half off. That's our thing. We love half off. I don't. That's the one rule I never got in the Bible. It's like, what? I thought the BOGO was.
That's
like
funny.
That's our strong.
No, my
suit.
kids need to be Jewish, probably. Most likely.
But you're saying that. What are you? 6'5"?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
6'5",
You're
250,
athlete.
230.
230.
6'5", 230, dude.
What are you? Like
I'm
190?
6'2", like 185 to 87, depending on if I fast.
Oh, okay.
Do you fast?
For what?
Oh, bro, for Crohn's.
For Crohn's.
Maybe that would
no.
help.
No, I'm
Maybe
actually
that
in a
would
good
help.
spot. I'm actually, dude. I
Yeah,
had
so I should-
the
then I'll stop
chambers.
suggesting.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I always thought if I go back, I'm gonna fast. If it goes back to bad.
Yeah.
But I've been chilling.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Chambers.
no, Jewish kids. I don't know. I think that I just want. I feel like I got to mix up the genes. I think I have too many. Got to get. It sounds. I don't like saying it in public because it sounds anti-Semitic. Because Nazis would be like, exactly. But in my mind, it's like, oh, I have all these problems, so I'm trying to mix it up.
Make
a
some
little. You know what I mean?
solutions.
I want to get like a real strong. Like Midwest, I think I want to skip a generation. Like a girl, like
Chicago
farm,
girl,
like,
maybe? Oh.
she could like
even
survive.
city.
She could survive like a really harsh
So, like,
winter. I want like
Iowa.
a Russian that's
Okay.
like really whatever. But then
Like a Russian
then
swimmer.
My kids, right? Exactly. That's has no
Oh,
accent.
that, you know what? Yeah, maybe you can meet someone like a Russian
At the
swimmer.
pool.
Yeah.
No, the pool's.
Do you ever
manly.
meet girls at the pool?
No, because I'm always wearing the swim cap. It's so
And
hard to meet
goggles.
chicks. The swim cap,
And goggles. Do you wear Speedo?
kickboard. No, I don't wear Speedo.
You use a kickboard?
Yeah, some of the
No.
time for part of it to work out the legs.
Bro, come on. You can't be using a kickboard when you're swimming.
It's so hard to meet girls with a kickboard.
Yeah.
and then I'll go upstairs and do the. Hey, what's up?
And then you go do the elliptical.
And the elliptical, dude. I was literally like seeing this girl, and I'm like, bro, like she's like literally like lifting, she's squatting heavy weights. I'm like, dude, I can't fucking talk to this girl. I was like in love with this girl at the gym. I'm like, I can't talk to her
Where?
because
YMCA? New
no,
York?
no, at the Planet Fitness in Ridgewood.
Bro, how gross is that gym? Is it gross or no?
No,
Because
it's
the
actually
Planet Fitness in Manhattan is gross.
Really? I took a
Yeah.
nap on the floor there. Right next to the trash can.
In Manhattan?
Yeah. I took it on a yoga mat, so I thought they'd think I was just like doing some kind of
Oh, you
meditation.
were like meditating?
I was so tired. No, I just had to take a nap. I was in Manhattan, like in between things. I was like, I need to sleep. Tried sleeping outside on the concrete. I don't know how homeless people are doing it. But yeah, man. Yeah, no, I think love would be nice, but yeah, it's hard to be locked in and in love because love feels better than pretty much anything.
Sometimes you get distracted.
It's my Jordan year.
Yeah, bro. Or LeBron. LeBron James or Michael Jordan.
Who are you? Who's your guy?
I mean, I think Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
At this point.
Michael Jordan. Because the thing is, he's just so much cooler.
Yeah. he's
LeBron
cooler.
has somehow managed to be one of the best athletes of all time and not be cool at all.
In fairness to him, though, growing up in the eyes of social media, it's probably a little bit tougher because he doesn't really know what lane to stay in, you know? And I feel like too many people see him when he's out partying or when he's doing extracurricular activities and things like that. Like Jordan he would get swamped anywhere he was. Like he would just play the finals, game 6, and then he'd have to go back to his hotel because that's the only place where he could feel like alone.
Really?
You know? Like, I mean, yeah. Do you ever see this documentary?
I saw part of it. It was making me too spiteful.
Yeah. But LeBron, he kind of has to be in the social eye a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's just so different.
Yeah, it's just a different
MJ.
time.
I'd say MJ.
MJ's just cool as swag. He's just a swaggier guy.
Swag, yeah,
you know,
yeah. With the cigars.
cigars. He's just
fresh.
like so cool.
Yeah.
The Hitler mustache was weird. What was up with that?
Was it that thin though? I mean, was it that?
No, it was. Anyone else has that mustache, that's a Hitler mustache.
You think so?
Yeah. It's like when Elon did the salute. He gets benefit of the doubt because he's Elon.
Yeah.
But for sure.
He loves the Jews.
Loves the Jews. So yeah, dude. So you started comedy. When did you start doing stand-up? You said 5 years ago.
Yeah, I can't really put a number on it.
What got you into it?
Okay, so one of my, still one of my best friends now, who actually went to BU, played tennis there, Giulio Gallerati.
Wow.
He is touring now, so I do some dates with him. But I met him in the summer when I was like 14 years old, and he was like a junior tennis instructor. And then he moved to the city when he was 23, and he started doing a lot of spots in the city. So when I got done with college and like my senior year of high school, I would go to shows with him. And so I met a lot of the guys who are still doing stand-up comedy like 15 years in. I met them when they were probably 2 or 3 years in. So I'd just be like on the coattails of people who were doing stand-up comedy. And then I'd seen enough shows and I was like, you know what? I feel like I could do that. And then I'd do a show.
Do you remember the specific
open
person
mic.
bombing that made you go, oh, that's easy?
No, which is interesting. I think it was just an accumulation of me wanting to be on stage. Then I did improv for like 4 years, and then the pandemic hit and UCB closed down. So I was like, all right, I want to be on stage more. So I needed to do stand up, even though I was more comfortable doing improv. I just was way better at stand up. But I can't really put a number on it. You know, like if people are like, oh, I've been doing it for X amount of years. I know when I started and I didn't stop.
What's
But
your
for
favorite
me,
part of stand up?
It was like, I felt like I kind of stopped and started. I think controlling what you're able to control, like there's so many different factors, but I also like the idea of anything really being able to happen up there, you know, and you're not relying on anyone.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. And then you can't really fuck it up for other people. It's just you.
Yeah.
What was, you ever been attacked?
No, but I've had moments of people get pissed at me and like heckle or whatever. Like the other day, somebody in the front row here called me a I was like,
Damn.
yeah, and there's fucking 10 people here, and I was like, I'm a vegan. This guy goes faggot, and I was like, whoa, dropping the F-bomb right in the front row in the beginning of my
Damn.
set. And then
White
also
guy?
the other night, yeah, it was some white guy. I was like, where are you from? He's like, Jersey. I was like,
There you
classic.
go.
And
That's how they say
then
hello.
there was some woman here the other night. I was making fun of her Spanish accent. And she was because she was yelling the entire time. She's like, make fun of the British. You're making fun of the British over here. And I was like, okay, I'm going to chill out. Stop yelling at me. And then eventually she walked out. She was like, I was like, where are you going? Oh, I think I offended her. She goes, no, just suck. And I was like, I think everybody else is having a good time. And then everybody, you know, was like, having a good time. But that was also on the same night, same Monday. But no,
Oh, wow.
not really been attacked on stage. No one's coming up and attacking me. I don't think.
Right, yeah.
Not yet.
You're intimidating, more intimidating.
I would hope so, bro. People better not be running on the stage. You know?
Yeah.
That's also a savage move.
To what?
To run on the stage.
Guy tried to kill me in Vermont.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's doing a road show.
That might be a clip. Let's re-say that. Go ahead.
So okay, so
No,
here's
no,
the
no,
deal.
no, no. Start and say a guy tried to kill me in Vermont.
you want me
And
to
then I'm
redo
gonna
it?
go, what? But we're
Okay.
gonna keep this part
All
in.
right.
So
All right, I'm just getting back in character.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Dude,
Josh
no one's
Mandl.
dude. No one's gonna attack you on stage.
Right. No, I mean
Dude,
I
mean,
see that's my improv. I'm a yes and guy.
Yeah.
All right, let's go again.
dude, no
Let's
one's
go
gonna
again.
try and no one's gonna, especially down here. No one's gonna try and attack me on stage. You know.
What's my line? No, I'm just
A
playing.
guy
All right,
tried to
last
kill
time.
me.
Last
And a
time.
guy tried to kill me in Vermont. No one's gonna come up on on stage, especially down here. You know.
No, a guy did try to kill me in Vermont.
What?
Dude, so here's the story. So I'm on stage, right? This woman in the front row. She's talking to her on her phone. She's like this. I'm like, and I can hear her voice. I'm like, are you voice texting right now? She's going, no. I'm translating the whole show for her. She speaks Thai.
For a girl who was sitting next to her.
There's a Thai woman
Yeah. Sitting next to her.
sitting next to her.
Yeah.
So I go, okay, classic, whatever. Tell her I have a big dick. Tell her this, tell her that.
Yeah.
Just funny things you'd read through a translation app, whatever. You know what I mean? Tell her this, whatever. Finger bang, blank, pussy, farts, like all that shit. Then all of a sudden, beer. Whoosh, I'm covered in beer. Everyone's going, oh, I'm going like this. No, it's calm down. Yo, man, I'm just joking. Just a comedy show. He stands up. He goes, I'm going to kill you.
This is the guy who was with her?
Mail order bride. Mail order bride.
It was a lady boy?
No, it was a chick. It was a chick, but not like mail, but like he ordered her in the mail.
Oh.
So he runs at me like this. He's trying to kill me. And this is the moment where I go, I never knew this about myself. I'm a bitch. I thought if someone attacked me, I'd fight them back. I ran away. Some lumberjacks got in the way of the whole thing. They tackle him. He's like this. I see him like this with his glass. I'm like, he's closing an eye? I was scary. I've never seen someone do aim like that. He's going to throw a glass at me.
They aim.
Dude, like aiming, like I thought that was a cartoon thing.
Yeah.
He's literally like this. He's like
Also,
one eye.
Well, but also when you're drunk, you can like kind of
Right.
You kind of need to, like when you're texting, you need the one eye.
Yeah. So he's like, they're holding him back. He's looking at me like while they're holding him back. He's still just trying to punch the air. He's going, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. They like push him out of the restaurant. I'm like, all right, I gotta finish my set, dude. You know what I'm saying? These people pay for a show. I was headlining. Like, let's wrap this up. Everyone gets back in their seat. I'm like, go to record my set. I'm like, oh, they got my phone on the way out. Someone thought it was theirs and handed it to their group. So then I finished my set. Someone from the restaurant knew them, right? So they go to the woman's house. They get my phone. Now, you record your sets when you go on stage, the audio. So I had the audio of their family after the situation. So it starts out 10 minutes, quiet car ride, silent.
Do you still have this?
Oh yeah.
Can you send it to us? Can we have it?
Yeah, 100%, without a doubt. It'd be my pleasure. It would be my pleasure. 10 minutes silence, just car ride. You know the sound of a silent car ride, just the whirring of the road, but it's like loud silence, right? And silence and his mother and wife trying not to cry. Just the noise of women going. So they get in the house, right? He starts being like, pack your bags, you're going back tonight. He's like gonna ship her back to like Thailand. So I'm like, have this video and like, the audio, they're like, then the mother and the wife are like in the bathroom, like crying. She's like, oh, it's not your fault. You know what I mean? They're like, no, it's not your fault. And they're like crying. He's like yelling, running around. It was insane. Destroyed a nuclear family with a set. It's unbelievable.
How did you get your phone back?
Someone at the restaurant knew the mother, and like drove to the house. Was like, you have their phone. And then, and I have the mother going, wait, this isn't my phone. And she's like realizing it was wild. Now I find it funnier than other people because this guy tried to kill me.
Yeah.
But if you hear it, you'll go, this is really disturbing.
Can you cut out the part that is disturbing and just send the juicy part?
No, it's all disturbing, but I'll send it to you. But it's quite, it's upsetting. Because I've played it for people. I'm like, oh, this is about to be hilarious. I thought it was going to be like a going big. Everyone I meet, I'll play this thing. And then just my first few
Do you
friends.
have the video from him attacking you or no?
Yeah, I'm about to post it probably like this week, actually. Because I'm like, I have the
When
Don't Tell
was
set.
this?
Dude, this was a while ago. But I have the Don't Tell set coming out May 19th. So I'm like trying to post
All
a lot of
right.
shit,
So
get traction.
so if you could send the small part when he says, "I'm going to kill you" or
Yeah.
whatever. Send that, and then we'll put in the audio, and then I'll just be like, we'll make it into a juicy clip.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, so it was wild. And then the police got called on him like 4 other times that night.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nuts. Yeah, that's one of the crazier heckling stories ever.
It was unreal. It was
How many people were at the Vermont show?
60. It was packed.
Yeah.
And these people stood up,
Yeah.
saved the day. It was wild.
Right.
It's hilarious. And once he started getting held back, I went back to talking shit.
Yeah. You know what? Also, I do feel like people in New York are more ready for the comedy because they hear these stories about these New York City comedy shows. Where if you're in maybe a rural place like Vermont,
This is like right next to This is like a mentally ill guy that works for Boeing.
Yeah, like people aren't ready. Like people aren't ready. Did he actually work for Boeing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I think he's the guy that killed the whistleblower.
Who's the whistleblower?
So there's some whistleblower who was like, yo, these Boeing planes aren't safe. He worked at Boeing and they just killed him.
Yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I wish I was at that meeting when they decided that.
Yeah. Newark Airport is still having a lot of delays right now.
I know.
You hear about this?
So what happened? So our honorable president, who we all love and respect and appreciate,
yes.
he fired the staff. Didn't
Newark?
he fire like air traffic control or something like that?
No. Did he do that? I don't think he's. I don't think he has anything to do with this. Does he?
I heard he fired like 15% of air traffic control.
How could he do that?
It's like a federal program.
That's it?
No, I'm an idiot. I don't know anything.
Yeah, no,
so
no,
you shouldn't be taking me seriously.
No. Well, I am in some parts.
Right.
You know. Well, Josh, this has been an amazing episode, bro.
It's been my pleasure.
Before we get out of here, bro.
Yes.
Are you on the road at all? This will be out next Thursday.
Yeah.
You have anything exciting coming up?
Yeah,
Please,
let us
know.
I'm definitely on the road. All that stuff will be on my Instagram. Main thing, May 19th. Don't Tell Comedy is like kind of like the new Comedy Central. They're putting out my taping. Came out great. If you want to go watch it, I talk about all kinds of things, mainly my penis. Jews, I talk about Jews. I talk about tranny, boon banny. I talk about it all. So if you want to go check that out, I would super appreciate that. May 19th, that comes out on their YouTube, and some clips will be on my Instagram too. The Josh Mandl Show on all platforms. And thank you so much for having me on, Ted.
Of course, dude. The Josh Mandl Show, are you going to actually make a show out of it, or that's what the Instagram is?
That's just what it's called. That's my Instagram handle and the thing. I just decided, hey, I can just have a show now. It was like
That's what it
idiot
is.
decision when I was like 21.
No.
The Josh Mandl Show. But I love you for listening. Don't kill yourself if you're considering
you're a
it.
great guy. It's insane
You're a
that we
great guy.
met literally a week ago.
I know, a week ago. Feels like fast friends.
I know.
Feel like I've known you. Feel like, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Josh, thanks so much. Guys,
love you guys.
Thanks so much for tuning in.
Mwah.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye. Peace.
That was fun. You're great at that, man. You really keep it moving.